started my new job yet. I have to go in on Wednesday. Today's Sunday, but I need to go in on Wednesday for an orientation to just get acquainted with the place, become familiarized with it all. And I might have some training days this upcoming week, but they haven't told me. I feel like it's kind of difficult to get everyone to communicate all perfectly, especially in the beginning, so what you gonna do? But I do know that my first official shift is going to be Sunday the 20th. I believe it's Sunday, and I believe it's the 20th. So that is my work, life, apartment type of update. So where I'm living now, it just snowed the other day, and I was so excited about that because I came from living in the south where it does not snow ever, like literally. And I'm just so glad that I was able to move up here into a location where it does snow more often. And I'm glad that I was able to catch a snow before the spring comes, because I don't know how many more times it's going to snow here. That might have been the last one. So I love it. It feels very tucked in. It feels very safe. I feel very comfortable and at peace. And something about like living situations, of course, you need to worry about safety. And sometimes safety comes at a higher cost. And it's really unfortunate that that's the way it is, but it is. So, I don't know. I'm just grateful to be where I'm at. Let me get some lotion out of my purse because my hands are feeling very, very dry. I love this bag. This is from Glad and Young Studios. You can order it online. They're on Instagram, and also they have some in-person stuff too. Oh yay, I have my lip stuff here too. I was looking at my lips, I'm like, y'all, this is unacceptable, baby. So today I wanted to talk about YouTube for a little bit, and also just some other stuff that I've been like reflecting on since being here. My mom's nail lady, they're like besties, it's so cute. She gave her this stuff to give to me. She got her own, and then she was like, oh my gosh, my daughter keeps using mine, and she's like, oh, here's this one, like a little gift. So YouTube stuff, y'all. I said in the past so many times, I'm like, analytics don't matter, blah blah blah, like do what you love, everything like that. And I'm not trying to build a pity me, poor me case right now. That's not the intention. I'm just gonna state some facts, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been noticing. So, and then here's my favorite lip stuff is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the berry flavor. So, I love plants, that's no secret. I have been super into it recently. It's been giving me so much joy and happiness, and I like to make content that makes me happy. And I feel like I've been going through like a YouTube rut. If you guys can tell, maybe you can't tell, but I've just been focusing more on my Patreon recently because of course there's money involved on Patreon, and people are getting services, you know what I mean, like my personal readings and things like that. And I don't at all feel burnt out with videos, like I really don't. I just feel like whenever I do make a video over on this channel, they don't seem to do well. So I'm like, okay, well, I might as well just like refocus my attention on Patreon, where the people like really care and like actually respond to like what I'm saying, and it's more like back and forth over there. Whereas here it feels like it's been a little bit more of a slump, or like you guys aren't as like interested as you once were or something. I'm not really sure. If you have any kind reviews to give me, let me know. I don't want to get my feelings hurt. I love this stuff. It's like just a little baby pink kind of color, and it tastes good too. I'm not trying to put it on like a sexy model or anything. Okay, so like plants. If I had a choice from now on, I would literally make primarily like plant videos hauls are the thing that perform the best because I'm in a slump with hauls. It's like I don't really want to make that many more hauls. If it's a plant haul, sure. But whenever you throw the word plant on there, it seems like no one wants to click the video anymore. I don't understand. What the heck? I love plants. I've been watching a lot of plant YouTube recently. I bet I'm just like repeating myself over and over, so I apologize if I've said any of this in old videos, but like, even if you don't know anything about plants, it's still relaxing to watch because plants have a certain energy about them and they really like give life to a space because they are living creatures, you know what I mean? And before I even owned a single plant, like I watched plant videos and I felt relaxed and very into it, and watching them have their plants and take care of them, not even hauls, just like plant care or plant chores or whatever. I was so like invested, and it's kind of just like watching a vlog essentially, and I was living and loving it. So I have like tried to make some content like that, but like ASMR version of course, and the views are like in the trash can, but like I don't want to make a bunch of hauls anymore, you know. Of course I'll still make hauls, but like I don't have a ton of money right now, and I'm in the process of, you know, I've moved now, but you know, I need to like save up for a chair, bar stools, a couch, things like that, so I can't be blowing my money on stupid things. And I'm not really like wanting to thrift anytime soon. I'm just not like feeling those vibes. I will be spending money on plants, but like I can't buy a plant every single week. I mean, I could, but then that's getting into like hoarder territory, and I want to like slowly introduce the collection of plants into my home. And now I have 9, which is not that much. If you have none, 9 probably seems like a lot. But now that I have like a bedroom and then a living room area out here, like I don't live in a studio. I used to live in a studio, but I don't anymore. So now that it's my place and I don't have to share it with my mom or anybody, I'm free to put plants anywhere I want. So I'm really enjoying that process of like filling up my space slowly and surely. So you guys will for sure see that journey and stuff like that. And I want to make like a plant wish list video, which ones I'm interested in, why I like them, just more content related to that. But this isn't a plant channel, and if you guys aren't like interested in that, then like what's the point? So let me know what you think about all that, if it's actually interesting and relaxing to you, and if I should keep going for it. Help. Second, books. Book videos do really well on YouTube. I feel like, I guess it's like book talk and all this stuff has kind of heightened that passion for books, and I get so annoyed and weirded out because I like to be a piece of sandpaper in my life. That means I like to resist stuff. I like to go against the grain and do my own thing, and I was just getting into books again, like for the first time in a long time, just because my soul told me I needed to do that. And then all of a sudden I realized pop culture trend, books are popular. I'm like, well shit, I guess it wasn't all that original. Not that books are original at all. Obviously books have been around forever. People care about books, they always have. But you know, I thought that I was like really experiencing this like reawakening with it. But it is good because now whenever I want to make the videos that I'm passionate about with my books, more people are gonna watch it now. So sometimes the analytics do be in your favor. And this is the one that I'm reading currently. I brought it over here to do like little sounds and stuff. Also with YouTube, my internet, it's great like for watching stuff, and I don't have any speed issues with my internet, but whenever it comes to uploading, my god, it takes forever, guys. Like in my old place, I could probably upload a 22-minute video in 12 minutes, but now the same 22-minute video is going to take an hour and 45 minutes, and then for Patreon, uploading my readings that are like 30 minutes long, those take 2+ hours, like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and even then it doesn't tick down as quickly as you would think. So it actually ended up taking like 4 hours to upload a 30-minute video. So that's another reason that I'm like hesitant about my YouTube stuff. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to start making shorter videos or just plan better until I can afford to upgrade my internet. And fingers crossed it would actually increase the speed. I also don't want to waste the money and then the speed not even improve at all. Then I'll be like, well, what the frick? You know? I'm about halfway through this book. Over halfway. I'm on page 346. And there's 590 pages in this baby. And then I can move on to the final book of the series. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Steg Larson. It's kind of funny because in this book there's Swedish titles and names and things like that, and I believe IKEA is a Swedish brand. So like literally the name of my dresser is Malm, M-A-L-M, and there's a name in this book that says Malm, and there's like different IKEA words in here. It's kind of funny. I want to take you guys to this bookstore that's in my general area, and it is so gorgeous. I'm excited. It's not a Barnes & Noble. It's like a local like line of bookstores. I think they have some in a couple different states, but I'm gonna take you guys there at some point and show you like just a vlog, because the building is very extravagant and cool, and it's not a Barnes & Noble, so it's like very interesting to me. I also want to do a greenhouse vlog, like taking you guys to the greenhouse with me to look at plants. Just like the vibe of it is so relaxing, and like the tent that they set up, you know, it's like a thin, well, it's not thin, it's like weatherproof, but it's like a milky color. It's not like glass. Does this make sense? So whenever you go in, it feels very like foggy, misty, like cloudy a little bit, and the light is very diffused. It's like a soft box, but for plants. Another thing I wanted to talk about was nostalgia, because I've been feeling very nostalgic since I got here for different reasons. So the first thing, I watched this vlog of this girl. I'm gonna leave it down below for you guys to watch if you would like. Her name is, I believe it's Anja, A-N-J-A, Anja, and y'all, are those branches? It's so windy outside. She made this video on like why she was depressed and what she did to get out of it. And one of her goals was to be surrounded by people more and to like integrate herself into community again, because she has isolated herself most of her life. And that really resonated with me. I'm like, shit, I feel called out right now. That is so me. And I really do prefer it that way most of the time, just because friendships don't really seem to bring me the same joy that they bring other people, and then I feel bad and I'm like, well, why am I not enjoying this right now? I should be. And then it makes me feel like shit, so then I just like go hide out in hermit mode again. Hermit mode. Queen with the crown on top, baby. Me. So I was just thinking, because in her video there's art friends that she hangs out with, and I believe she lives in New York, or this vlog was in New York at least, and they're just kind of tooling around the city, sitting in a park, doing art together, crocheting, talking about life, all this different stuff. And I really it made me miss art school, honestly, and it made me feel really kind of sad, because at the time of art school I didn't really understand like how much it really meant to my soul. Like, I knew I loved art, and I knew I really enjoyed, and I felt very grateful all the time. Like, there was not a day that went by that I like did not feel grateful. I always felt grateful just walking around that beautiful building of mine, University of Kentucky School of Art and Visual Studies. Love. I felt so at home. I could cry because how much I love it, and to have graduated, and like I can't really go back and like have that same experience again. And I was so closely right there. It was so accessible to have all these art friends and to actually hang out with them and spend time with them. But if you're an artist, you're either gonna like integrate and really like and connect with other artists and like go to the studio together and work on a painting or whatever and chit chat and have fun outside of class. Like you would make time for that, or you were the type of artist that just wanted to do everything by yourself and go home and do it, or not even spend that much time in the studio. And if you did, you would just be quiet and not interact. And I was more on that side of things. And now looking back, I wish I would have connected with people more, but I didn't think I was very confident in who I was as an artist at the time. And I just felt kind of like not good enough, I guess, which is so stupid to think that, but that's just how I felt. And that's like the only type of friendship that I feel like I would go for these days is art friends, because just that certain type of like vibe whenever you're in art college, you're all creating, you have projects, you understand each other, you get that there's all these deadlines and stuff and that you need to create and still be like free flowing, and you just get each other. But then whenever you're an adult and you graduate and you all go your separate ways and have different career paths, it's obviously harder to connect with people. And like you can have friends and stuff, of course, but I almost like to have friends that like to do the same things as me. And I'm not really gonna have that as much anymore, I don't feel. So I feel like my new friends are gonna have to be like people that like books, people that like plants. And whenever I went to the greenhouse to just like shop around and just enjoy my time, I spoke to the guy that worked there, and we just like sat on the ground and like talked about pots and which pot should I pick out, and then he talked about plant TikTok and this and that and how I make ASMR videos, and then we talked about mental health, and that was super satisfying. And then he asked me if I wanted to like come over to the little section in the greenhouse where they potted stuff. He's like, I'm just gonna go on down to greenhouse too and pot these up for you if you want to come join me. Like, how comfortable are you with working with your hands and getting dirty and stuff? I was like, I'll just like come with you, blah blah blah. I didn't end up like touching the dirt, but just like standing there watching him and letting him tell me about it, and it just felt so comforting and meditative, and I felt very much at home, and I haven't felt that way since art school. So I don't really know what the point of all that is. Just to say I'm feeling nostalgic and I'm missing certain connections from my past, and that I don't want to like re-dig those up and re-dredge them up, because we're all different now and we're all putting our energy and time into like work and adult shit, and there's just such a beauty about whenever you're in college. If you guys are in college, really hold on to that shit and like live it up, because after you have to make so much more effort on your own to like create the life you want to live, and there's so much freedom in that, and I'm loving that aspect about it. It's really cool, but it also feels very like blank slate and kind of lonely. I haven't let the loneliness thing like fully seep in and settle in. I might still be in denial about that part, but I do feel like there's this freedom and cleanliness and like freshness to having a completely open future, and I just got chills because like that's really exciting. But it's obviously the unknown to it, and the unknown is scary. So although personally I don't really feel very afraid of the unknown. Let's tap on my pot right here. This one is a philodendron micans, by the way. It's very soft. I just feel like I don't want to go through the process of like making new friends here and everything like that. I feel like work itself is going to be enough for me. Because like that's a big change transition really nice for me. But it is new, you know? That's also why I've been relying on this kind of stuff for my happiness and hobbies recently, because it's so nice. I'm definitely gonna make a video at some point telling you guys like what I've learned from being a plant parent and owning plants, and like what it's done for me. It's really helped relax me and be more present, but don't want to spoil anything. I'll let y'all know in a future video how I've been feeling about plants in a more like spiritual evaluation assessment type of reflective way. I guess that's gonna be it, guys. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say. It's nothing that I haven't talked about before. Like, I've talked about wanting to be in a relationship in the past. That's another thing that's like really hitting me right now. Like, I'm very excited to be living in my own place again and to like reconnect with myself and get back into like working out in a way that I find helpful and healthy, and like stretching more and trying to get into like acrobatic, more like cool, fun stuff instead of just like lifting weights at the gym, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not something that I really feel drawn to because I always want to be different. Like, shut up. I love this little planter. It's so cute. So cute. I guess if you're still watching right now, let me know down below what kinds of videos you enjoy the most from me, because normally I don't like care about other people's opinion about, oh, what do you guys want to see? Like, not because I'm trying to be a hateful bitch, but because I just know that like if I don't do what I want to do, I'll get exhausted. But I'm just curious what specific like genre or types of videos that I make do you feel resonate most with you, and if so, and if you have an answer, like would you like more of those? Is it art videos? Is it the rambling, the talking about feelings? I feel like I've been very like disconnected recently on my channel, and maybe that's the problem. Like that people can tell I'm disconnected, so they're like less likely to want to watch. Who knows? So just help a sister out. Little reflection moment in the comments for me to read. So yeah, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching.